Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Virtual Sensory Storytime with
Ofilia
and Stephanie. We're so glad that you're here with us. The sense that we're going to be discussing today is tactile sense. So when you're learning like the five senses in school, they might say this is the sense of touch. So this is anything that we can feel kind of through your skin, and tactile input is basically that, the ability to feel things through your skin.
Receptors in the body are used to receive that touch sensation. Anything like pressure, vibrations, movements, temperature, and pain. Even tickling is a touch sense.
It is. So we're going to get started this morning. If you are ready, we're going to sing our Clap Everybody song. You ready?
Yep.
Clap everybody and say hello. Clap everybody and say hello. Clap everybody and say hello, no matter what the weather. Stomp everybody and say hello. Stomp everybody and say hello. Stomp everybody and say hello, no matter what the weather. Wiggle everybody and say hello. Wiggle everybody and say hello. Wiggle everybody and say hello, no matter what the weather. Take a seat and fold your hands. Take a seat and fold your hands. Take a seat and fold your hands. Get ready for a story. Yay!
Welcome to our fort.
Yes.
Maybe by now you've had a chance to make a fort of your own.
I hope so, and you can fill it with all the things that make you happy, like my buddy pillow. Anyway.
That's her dog.
Yes. Buddy is my dog. So we're going to start out this morning by reading a book, and this book has something really cool in it. You might want to try it home. So
Did you know you can make yourself into a pizza?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's great. Actually, your parents can make you into a pizza.
Yeah.
So this will be a fun family activity. It's something we've actually done at the library before as a family activity. You need a few little props, and once you read through the story, you'll know exactly what to do. It's called Pete's a Pizza by William Steig. Pete's in a bad mood. Just when he's supposed to play ball with the guys, it decides to rain. Oh, it's pouring rain. Look at that. Can't play ball in that. Pete's father can't help noticing how miserable his son is. He thinks it might cheer Pete up to be made into a pizza. So he sets him down on the kitchen table and starts kneading the dough. See how he's kneading, Pete? He's kneading the dough. And stretching it this way and that very gently. Now the dough gets whirled and twirled up in the air. Doesn't that look like fun? Next, some oil is generously applied. It's really water. Then comes some flour. It's really talcum powder. And then some tomatoes. They're actually checkers. Pete can't help giggling when his mother says she doesn't like tomatoes on her pizza. All right, says his father. No tomatoes, just some cheese. The cheese is really just pieces of paper. How about some pepperoni, Petey? Pete can't answer because he's only some dough and stuff. But when that dough gets tickled, it laughs like crazy. Do you tickle your dough?
Ooh.
That's a key step in making pizza. Pizzas are not supposed to laugh. Pizza makers are not supposed to tickle their pizza. Well, says his father, it's time to put this pizza in the oven. Now our pizza is nice and hot. What are they using for an oven? Do you see? It's the couch. Pete's father brings the pizza to the table. It's time to slice our pizza, he says. But the pizza runs away. And the pizza maker chases him. The pizza gets captured and hugged. Now the sun comes out. And so the pizza decides to go look for his friends. The end.
wonderful. I want to be made too.
I do too. Doesn't that sound relaxing?
I mean, kneaded and stretched.
And tickle.
Yeah.
And
Are you guys ready for our butterfly song?
Ooh, yeah.
Okay.
Here we go.
Cue us up.
Fly like a butterfly, fly like a butterfly, fly like a butterfly through the sky. Fly like a butterfly, fly like a butterfly, fly like a butterfly through the sky. Stretch like a butterfly, stretch like a butterfly, stretch like a butterfly up so high. Stretch like a butterfly, stretch like a butterfly, stretch like a butterfly up so high.
It's my favorite part.
Twist like a butterfly, twist like a butterfly, twist like a butterfly, twist like a butter. Sleep like a butterfly, sleep like a butterfly, sleep like a butterfly through the night. Sleep like a butterfly, sleep like a butterfly, sleep like a butterfly through the night. Roll like a butterfly, roll like a butterfly, roll like a butterfly, roll like a butterfly, like a butterfly, fly like a butterfly, fly like a butterfly in the sky. Fly like a butterfly, fly like a butterfly, fly like a butterfly in the sky.
I find that sounds so relaxing.
I just realized during the song, I have this weird thing around my neck. This is my mask. So if you're wondering what's around her neck, it's my mask. So
It looks very fashionable.
yeah, just so you know, we're all wearing them. It's the latest fashion.
Yeah, there you go.
Yes. So guess what time it is? Show and tell. Yay! Our favorite thing. So for show and tell, we have some cool toys. So Ofilia, tell me what you have.
I have this little puffer ball, and it's squishy, and it has these little tentacles coming off them that stretch, and the whole thing's stretch. And it's a nice tactile thing because it has a lot of different feels on it. So it can be smooth where the ball is, or a little bit rubbery and stretchy where the tentacles are. And you can even do this. Ah!
And it won't pop.
It won't pop. So it's kind of a fun, especially if you're a kind of person that likes to move your hands a lot, have something in your hands. This is a very nice option to have. And then we got them in a big bag from Amazon. So yeah, just look up puffer balls.
Or sensory toys.
Sensory toys, yeah, that works too.
I have another sensory toy that's in our sensory toy bin. It is called a monkey noodle, and it's kind of like a really thick spaghetti noodle that stretches. So it's really fun if your hands need to be busy while you're just sitting still. You can just have this and play with it back and forth. It stretches really far. Pull it aside. Let's see how far we can stretch it. Wow, that's really far. So it won't break, I don't think. So this is fun. And then one more thing that we have is this medicine ball. And this is great because it has these little kind of textury dots on the outside. So it not only does that help you grip, but you can kind of just rub your hand over it and feel, and that kind of feels good.
Yeah, and I am sitting on one of these. It's a disc. It's got the little bumps on one side, but it's smooth on the other, so I'm sitting on the smooth side. And so when you sit on it, if you need to keep your hands busy, you can actually feel the bumps on the sides. And so you can move and feel the bumps, or you can actually even sit on the bumps. It doesn't hurt, they're not sharp. So it just gives you a different sensation if you wanted to do that. If that's another way to feel something is through your bottom when you sit on something a little bit different like this.
Yeah, because we can feel pressure and sensations everywhere. We should be able to feel all over our skin.
That's true.
So, let's read book 2.
Let's do it.
And this book is called Through the Zoo by Jacob Grant. And this is a great book about scents, because some of us are very sensitive to scents. We don't like things touching us, or we don't like the feel of textury things. And this is about a goat who lives in a petting zoo who doesn't necessarily like it. Goat always dreamed of having space. He didn't want hugs or rubs or anyone near him. But Goat lived in a petting zoo. Every day, the small petting zoo was packed with grabby little hands.
I'm sure you guys have been to a petting zoo before.
Can you get that?
This is a brand new book. Can you
Yeah.
tell?
Goat looked at the animals in the big zoo, so safe from all the wild children. He would find space out there just for him.
Ran away.
He tried living with a clingy koala. Ooh, where's the koala? Uh-oh. He tried living with a nosy elephant. Uh-oh. Goat tried living with many animals. Monkeys, penguins. But space was not an easy thing to find. Uh-oh, I think that bear thinks he's one of his cubs. I've got another sticky page there. There we go. Finally, Goat's search brought him to a lone tree. It was a quiet place that could be all his own. Goat had more space than he ever dreamed of, but wasn't it too much? He looked all around and knew that no one could get near him anymore. No little faces, no little hands, no little hugs. All that empty space was missing something. What do you think it was? Goat never thought he would miss the petting zoo. But everyone needs a hug now and then. Whenever Goat wanted a little space, he knew just where to find it. There you see it. Wonderful.
I'm glad Goat found his space.
Me too. Sometimes when you need space from people, it's good to find your own kind of calming space where you can deep breathe and stretch, or
Like before.
yeah, just go
This
in.
is our calming happy place.
Mm-hmm. So we are going to do a couple of activities today that are
Tactile.
help with our tactile sense. And Miss Ofilia is going to show us our first one.
Our first one, what you need is a cookie sheet, and any size one that you have is fine, and some salt. I got this salt super cheap. It was like 79 cents so at the grocery store. And what you do, we're going to make salt drawings. So you pour some salt into your cookie sheet just like that, and then you just take your finger and you can do your alphabet. You just kind of do it like this to get it all back in there. You can draw a flower. And what's so nice about drawing this way is the feel of it. You can feel the granules of salt. You can feel the smoothness and the cold of the cookie sheet. And then you just wipe it away and start over. And you can make little squiggly lines. You can try writing your name. I'm going to try writing it upside down. This is going to be weird. Ooh. Oh, other way. I almost had it. It's hard writing upside down.
Yeah.
So this is a really fun, simple way. Now, the only problem with this is you got to be careful you don't make a mess. You want to keep your salt in the tray because you don't want it, mom or dad to get mad. because there's salt all over the floor. So if you keep your tray up on the table or maybe even outside, if it's not too windy, it's a good activity to do to practice your tactile sense, because like I said, you can feel those granules from the salt and the coolness and flatness of the tray, which is really nice.
That is probably a really great way to practice your letters if you're learning your letters.
Way to practice your letters. It's kind of like a Zen rock garden if you've ever experienced one of those. It's very relaxing, very calming. And I think it's because of the way you can just, if you mess up, you can easily just erase it, but also because of that texture, that feel. It makes it just very easy and relaxing to play with.
That sounds fun. So another tactile activity that you can do is get yourself some sort of a plastic bin or a big bowl and a big thing of rice. This is a 10-pound bag of rice, so that's about probably what we need. And then you're going to be very careful, have an adult do this, pour the rice in and fill up the bucket. I probably won't need all this rice. I probably have some extra. But little do you know, you have just created a great sensory bucket. So you can use this to just run your hands through. It feels really great. It feels like a massage for your hands. So
the other fun thing you can do is you can take any small toys, maybe some Lego minifigures, and hide them in there, and then you have to go fishing for them. So that's a fun way. You close your eyes and see if you can find them.
it's very
just
relaxing.
by touch. It is very, very
Just doing
relaxing.
this feels like,
It's like you're at the spa.
It does.
It really is. I don't know what it is about it, but it's a very relaxing, calming sensory experience.
You could also do this with beans if you don't have enough rice. If you have like a bunch of pinto beans or navy beans or some sort of small...
Dried beans.
Yeah, dry beans.
Don't
You don't want
know
wet
beans.
beans.
That's a whole other tactile
That would
experience.
be a gigantic, yucky mess.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to stop doing that for a minute.
I
It
know,
feels
'cause
so good.
You're just going to end up doing that the whole time.
I know,
so.
but it does feel great, and be very careful. You also, like the salt, don't want to get it all over the floor.
The nice thing about this activity is if you can find a bin with the lid, you just put a lid on it and put it back up on the shelf or under the cabinet, and then next time you're ready to play, you just bring it back out. So it'll last forever.
That's exactly
You can
right.
even put essential oils in your rice and scent it, and then you'd be doing olfactory and tactile.
That would be awesome. Okay, so those are the activities. And the last thing I want to do is remind you of our announcements. So don't forget that below this video there will be our activity sheet PDF to print out. And this has things on it that we did in here today, like salt drawing and sensory bins and the sensory toys. But it also has fun other things that you could do, like make sand foam, which just requires sand and shaving cream. I really want to do that. I think that sounds fun. There's also some really fun activities like going on a scavenger hunt or
A texture walk.
this is a really fun. You probably have this at home. Seltzer water, just bubbly, just drinking that bubbly water because it feels really cool in your mouth, like almost like it's popping. Yeah. So, and it doesn't, it's like water that's fizzy.
Yeah.
So it doesn't really, unless you get a flavored one.
And I'm glad you brought that up because we often think of the tactile sense with our hands or our skin, but it's also in your mouth. Think how feel the textures, different things in your mouth. And I know I'm sensitive to some textures. I don't like to eat things that, like bananas. I have a hard time with bananas because of the texture. I like the flavor, but it's a texture thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's one thing to look out for on that sensory sheet. Did you want to talk about these?
Yes. Another thing is we have these great books. They are in our nonfiction section. They are just about the sensation of touch and feel. So if you wanted some more information on that sense and how our body accepts that sense, you can check some of these out. Just come to us, ask us where they are, or the call number is 612.88.
Or you could even put them on hold and pick them up through the drive-thru.
And this one is called Touching, and this is called What I Touch. So.
Perfect. Also wanted to remind you guys, Summer Learning Club is going on right now. Today is June 22nd, which is the first day you can come pick up your free book prize. How exciting is that?
Yay.
Yeah, so you come to the children's desk and we'll have a list of books that are available and you can choose one as a prize. Remember, you have to have read at least 20 minutes a day for 20 days to be able to submit that log electronically. When you submit it electronically, it goes on a spreadsheet that we can see. So when you come to the children's desk, we find your name, you get your book, and we check you off. That means you did it. And you can start another one because you can do up to 3 this summer. We have 60 days, June 1st through August 1st, which is 60 days, which means you could complete 3 logs in that time. So don't forget to do that, wileytexas.gov/library.
All right, we are going to sing our goodbye song and see you next week.
Sounds good.
Okay.
Ready?
Put your hand in the air. See you later, alligator. After a while, crocodile. Give a hug, ladybug. Blow a kiss, jellyfish. See you soon, big baboon. Out the door, dinosaur. Take care, polar bear. Wave goodbye, butterfly.
Bye, guys.
Bye. We'll see you next week.
Thanks for joining us.